Alright, so today wasn't gonna do a video today, just doing a bit of rust removal. On this side of the car, we're doing the half and half stuff. Um, but I got this new product for because some of you know I have a detailing company, and a lot of clients complain about the iron spots on their paint, especially white paint. I got this stuff. I was really impressed with it. So then I got the idea today I was sanding it. I was like, man, this is taking a lot of time. So I was like, well, I have rust, iron remover. This is a rusted car. Like, quite literally, every panel is purposely rusted. And now I'm trying to take it off. So what we're gonna do here, I got autoglym magma. I've got my detailing brush, the wheel brush, for an agitator. And first thing I'm gonna do is, we don't have access to water here, so I brought my handy pumper just with water. Just water, nothing crazy. You can see the rust here is quite intense. And then you'll see it's supposed to take time for it to turn purple. Look at that. It turns purple right away because of the heavy amount of oxidation, right? So then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to agitate it. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to rinse it. Man, does it ever do a good job. And wow. You can see a lot of it is coming out. The bottom part specifically, it's better if you let it work. I'm just doing this for video purpose, and you know what? Like, man, is it ever crazy? Autoglym again, 2 thumbs up for it. Great product as always. Autoglym, I don't know, they just nail it out of the park every single time with every single product. I've never had a single complaint about them. So I'm not paid to say any of this. I'm just saying they have a great product. All right, so as you can see here, all the rust is gone. We're on bare metal. It's actually really smooth. I'm actually very impressed. It took some of the graffiti off as well. Everything that was stuck on the rust is now gone. Got a wasp nest right above my head, sick. And then there's a bit of rust just around here, around the Charlie. I wanted to not take the Charlie off, but at the same time, I want it to be bare metal. So same kind of situation here. So same application here. Gonna take our water, spray it down a bit. The rust you'll see will get a little thicker because of it. Then we're just gonna spray it with some product. And you can see the overspray. There's rust everywhere, you know? And look at that, look at how purple it gets. And I just wanna keep brushing it, you know? Keep bringing it up even. Because all the product's falling down, right? So I just want to really make sure I get all this stuff properly in. Because the thing is, yes, it's going to take all the rust off, but the rust has to go somewhere. And when you're in the blazing sun like this, you're not really, it's just going to dry up back on the paint, right? So, taking this off here. And then the overspray as well. So there's a bit on here. The overspray of the water is also causing rust on the bare metal. There's nothing I can really actually do about it. It's bare metal, so that's about all I can do. But look at that. All the rust that was all around here, it's all gone now. Now I'm just going to take this here, wipe it dry, because I don't want more rust to create. And look at this. Look at how bare this piece is right here. I'll do a close-up. Look at all around here. This also has clear coat on top. So because of that clear coat, it's going to be really hard to get it completely off. We put clear coat on it on the first year we were trying to rust it. That was back in 2016. Wow, it's been a while. And yeah, it saved it. Awesome. Alright guys, so right now what we're doing is we're taking off these spark plugs. Right now I'm not exactly sure why we even tried this, but it had like a 0.60 gap here. So now we're gonna put it back down. I think factory is 0.44, 0.40, pretty average gap. And also we're running into this issue. As you can see here, the spark plug is like really white. So that means we're leaning out, which obviously is gonna happen because there's a turbo on there, and we have no way of controlling the fuel. We tried some really getaways with a ball valve and stuff like that to crank the fuel pressure. We can't really do anything because the ECU is just really good on these kind of like later gen Hondas, like kind of K series ECU ish. But this is a D17 A2 with the VTEC head. Now we don't have VTEC, which is already a great thing. We don't want more air. We have enough with the turbo on. So I think the next way is we're gonna try to find a way to get some fuel into the intake just before the intake manifold, and try to get some extra fuel in there. It's not going to be equal, it's not going to be the best, but hopefully we can get a good mist of air and fuel going into the intake, and hopefully, as Matt is saying, hopefully try and save it a little bit. So we're going to put the gap down a bit. I think we're going to do like just under 0.40, 0.39 or something like that, and just go from there. So this here is our gauge meter right here. As you can see, there's a bunch of numbers on there. I'm not sure if it's focusing. And you grab this little thing here, put it in there, and then you kind of just pull on it, right? Until you find something, and then, okay, 0.40, we're still off. Then also try and do it straight. So that, ooh, too much. Because you don't want it to touch only one side of it. So if this side is a bit crooked this way, that side is going to touch first. You won't have the best spark. You'll only like focus on one, and your gap is kind of like unequal, right? And so yeah, always watch out for that. Apart from that, 0.40 fits, but it's tight. We're gonna slap it in.
Yeah, it's smoking from the oil.
Okay. All right. Let's. Woo! Do it. that smelled quick. All right, so we got her running. We went for a rip. It's good. Then we realized we forgot to do something, so we came up with a genius plan. Do I have it in here? There's a Waspman line card. That's kind of cool. The factory tow hook ripped out because it was rusted. So we had to find a solution because when you're doing burnouts, you need to hook up to something. And there was nothing to do that, so we need to come up with an ingenious plan. So this is what we came up with. Nice little bash bar ordeal. As you can see, we used the factory bumper mounting location, which also that bumper completely fell apart. It was split into two pieces. It was so rusted, and yeah, so we eventually ripped it off, took the bolts out and whatnot. But yeah, so that's done, and then the front bumper is also half and half now as well. So we got a lot of progress done this weekend. Hopefully create some decent content, and yeah, has a lot of fun ripping it.